Action. Hello, guys. Welcome to Gusto Reactions once again. Thank you so much for always liking, of course, sharing, subscribing, telling your friends about what we do right here at Gusto TV. Big Lala is very much in the building today. Of course, it's been a while, you guys. Sorry, both of us. Big Lala has been very busy. I've also been quite, busy as well. But of course, it's good to have Big Lala right here today, and it is, just about the perfect time to have Big Lala back to come discuss the one and only Love Damini. Of course, Burna Boy Diodogu himself. Big Lala, MSG was a major bop last night. You were there. You were there in the spirit. Yeah, you watched that show live. Burna Boy at the Madison Square Garden. It was an amazing one. Twitter is still buzzing. Burna Boy is still trending right now. But I say Burna. Big Lala, what do you think about this performance? What exactly would you say Burna Boy did on the night?
Well, I think for a start, Burna did what Burna would do, what Burna would usually do.
Yeah.
Which give a show, give a performance.
Yeah.
Anyone who's been to a Burna show before would know that you're going there to perhaps live there with a lot of memories. I mean, something that just sticks to your mind, and exactly what people got yesterday. It was iconic. Burna did it effortlessly.
Yeah.
He did it like this sort of thing we'd see from the biggest or the greatest of stars from America.
Yeah.
It was on point. He started the show well. We had DJ Lambo, DJ Prince to warm up the crowd, and people were still coming in and having a good time. And then he had who? Guess who? He had Busta Rhymes to come and introduce him and say, this is our Burna. Can you give it up for Burna Boy? And then what comes up next? We've got Youssou N'Dour, who happens to be the only artist on the night who actually came out there to perform. Youssou N'Dour came in. People said, he was bringing in the African spirit to the stage, and Youssou N'Dour has a very angelic or very captivating kind of voice and vocals, and he got everyone excited. And when Burna came, it was just perfection. If I would say, it was almost perfect. Burna's performances, his sets, sound engineering was on point. Choreography, him and his band were just something else. They performed what they would have usually done on all these other places they've been to. They brought it to Madison Square Garden, and people had a good time. People really did have a good time. Burna also made some extra announcements on the night and made everyone hyped up. Performed a new song on the night and told people, "I scan my barcode, go and pre-order my album." And from the Trevor Noah interview, he already said, it's on a day, blah 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 blah. We now get the date of the album. Performance-wise, on the night, Burna really delivered. Burna showed that he's miles ahead of a lot of people in the industry. If you're wondering why does this guy brag so much, why does he feel like people don't pay him? That's what you're going to see there, because if you watch the performance, if you were there live, you would appreciate what it means to actually give a show. You would appreciate what it means to put a lot of thoughts in your shows, which a lot of people are lacking, whether you like it or not. These are what we call performances. This is exactly what the show is. And he did it by himself for over 2 hours, and he had a good time.
Over 30 songs. Quite a lot of people have been talking on Twitter saying, Burna Boy has colleagues in the industry. He does not really have a mate, in the industry when it comes to this. Quite a lot of people are talking. Big Lala, what would you say are the top 3, in terms of highlight for you, on the night, Burna Boy at the Madison Square Garden?
Right, the top 3 for me, I think the first...
The red bra.
You know how many bra Burna catch for that? The first bra when they drove, the first bra had something written inside it. I'm pretty sure Burna did not notice, but the person that threw the first bra wrote something inside.
Wow.
That was the whole idea before that started following suit. People that did not plant. The main person that planted already wrote something inside that bar and threw it. Burna probably did not see it, but then he was just seeing bars up and down, up and down.
Come on.
Somebody threw pants. I'm like, in this era of Yahoo Plus, you are throwing bra and pants. But I mean, that was my highlights. The highlights was seeing the crowd come out for Burna Boy.
20,789.
It was truly filled to the
All
brim.
sold out. Yeah.
Yeah, and people of all shades of color. That was one of my highlights of the night. The second highlight is the actual performances. Burna, I mean, does his set really well, sings really well. He did all that, and his backups. Those were my favorites on the night. They provided the right atmosphere for Burna to shine.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, even his band, they shone. Everybody had a moment to shine on the night. Burna had a moment to shine. His band, the particular lady who was the main
Christina Matovu, yeah.
She had a major. She's always shining when she's
always.
And the guys on the band and all this, they're dancing. I really wish I was there live. I can't wait for anything that's going to be next to me. That's to do with Burna. I need to witness this thing live because it's something that you definitely enjoy.
Big Lala, would you say this, for you is the best ever stage performance you have seen by an African artist ever till date?
Well, for me to say that means I've experienced a lot of other African artists that have performed on stage. To be fair, I haven't, only a few. I haven't been to a lot of African shows. So maybe
the ones you've seen so far.
What I've seen so far in terms of Nigeria, I'm going to speak for that. I think, yes, Burna topped that because he brags different. When he says these things, people don't really take him serious. But when you see it, you understand why he's bragging. Yes, I would say yes, Burna is indeed one of the biggest, one of the best performers, of course, in our generation. I don't think anybody else. People who want to argue that people like Flavor, P-Square, and the likes. Of course, they'll be for them. But Burna also tops.
Someone said Brimo as well.
Brimo's performances are usually just spiritual. If you understand the song, you enjoy it. If you don't understand the song, then you get left out. Yeah. But for people, I mean, for Burna, there's always a range, a variety. He can give you the different types of songs in the discography. So there's always something for you in there. You get so.
And of course, shout out to Mama Burna, and of course, his sister as well, giving him all the vibes from the back, the ginger, the inspiration, and everything. This woman always backstage doing her own thing. Burna Boy doing his own thing to the crowd. She's doing her own thing, to whoever is around her at the moment. Of course, Burna Boy at the Madison Square Garden, a lot has been said. The day, was look forward to. The day has come and it has gone right now. As Burna Boy, wrote, like, would you say Burna Boy has written another chapter in the history of Afrobeat with this performance?
Of course, because he didn't go there to just do a normal Afrobeat performance. He went there to show that Afrobeat can be performed to a certain standard. He brought, in fact, the standard he's written as regards Afrobeat and Madison Square Garden is a very high standard that anybody else is going there to do. You have to match up. You have to. Somebody has gone there and shown you that I've done this, I've killed the show in a certain way, in an enjoyable way. If newcomers went there, or people who never heard, or who just went there to go and listen to Ye, they would leave there feeling that these people I enjoyed myself because it was enjoyable. The only hiccup that you might get, or people might say that people were not vibing the way they were vibing to Wiz, or they were vibing to Davido, which is understandable. There are two different ways you can approach this. I would say, one, do you want to perform like to the best of their abilities, give people a show, people who are not really familiar, give them a show and let them leave excited? Or do you want to feed off the energy of the crowd, which is what a lot of these other guys do? They know that they have hits. They're going to come and play the hits. They just want to see the crowd react and give them the energy. That's two ways to go about it. But in terms of quality of performance, quality of the show itself, the first one always wins, which is you're giving people a show. You've rehearsed something over and over again. You've done it really well, and then you've now presented it to a bunch of fans who will now leave them feeling excited that yes, I witnessed something great, and I think that's what it is with Burna.
Anyways, guys, let's have your thoughts on that one. Burna Boy, of course, at the MSG, 20,789 capacity. A lot has been said about that one. People have been talking. Burna Boy, of course, is still trending. Quite a lot of comments. Someone, somewhere said, "Oh, you cannot have this much talent and not be proud. Like, you really cannot have this much talent and not be proud. Like, you please just leave Burna, let him be proud, because this talent is definitely too much. Guys, let's have your thought. Is Burna Boy at the MSG the biggest or the greatest African stage performance you have seen? What do you think about the night as well? What were the highlights for you? Is Burna Boy really not anyone's mate? Put your comment down below. Of course, quite a lot of subliminals have been flying around. I see a lot of, zero bottle of water splashed and 30 songs, performed. All of those things basically. Let's have your thoughts, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Please continue to stay safe. Please like, share, subscribe, and of course, tell your friends about what we do right at Constitute. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace out.